Hi, this is question number 19 from chapter 9. I've received several inquiries about this question. It's seemingly difficult, but if you understand the principle, uh, the main principles, it should be pretty easy to do. So let's try first to relate it to the discussion we had in class. So remember, in class under perfect competition, basically, we said that firms are price takers, and therefore they take prices as given and they determine the profit maximizing quantity. So in this example, under perfect competition, so we have 1,000 firms producing the same product, and basically the equilibrium price is $8. So over here, this is the equilibrium price, is equal to $8. So again, label your curve, price on the vertical axis, quantity on the horizontal axis. So this price is 8. And this is the supply curve. And right here, you have the demand curve. Now, let's read the question carefully. So the question says, for some reason, we have an increase in demand. So the demand curve basically increased, and from chapter 3 we learned that we can represent that increase in demand by shifting the demand curve to the right. So notice that the existing firms basically try to increase the production to respond to the increase in demand, but because the marginal cost is increasing for them, right? So the price will start to rise. So the short-term price will be this point as firms try to increase production. However, in the long run, other firms will enter the industry, so the supply will increase, and we represent that by shifting the supply curve to the right. So eventually, we settle at this long run equilibrium. Remember, the question says that these firms are identical, they have the same cost structure, and the cost, basically labor cost plus capital cost is $8. So in principle, this is the shift. So we need to be a little bit maybe accurate in shifting the curves in here. So let's start by shifting the demand curve correctly. So if you read the question basically says, let me remove this. So due to increase in demand, so at every given price, quantity demanded increases by 1.2, I think, millions or thousand. Million units. So, which means, for example, let's take 2 points. Let's take this point at 8 at this price. So we're producing 1.8. Now demand increased by 1.2. Demand increased by 1.2, additional 1.2. So 1.2 plus 1.2, we should get here 2.4. Okay, now we need another point, and then we connect them. So I'm gonna pick up maybe this point. When the price is 14, quantity demanded is 0.6. So 0.6 plus 1.2 is 1.8. So at this price now, This will be the new quantity demanded. And then we connect them. Okay, so we start with this. So at this price, 16, quantity demanded is 1.8, and at 8, at the initial equilibrium price, at 8, quantity demand is 2.4. So 8, let me see if I can get it. So I think the system will give you some margin for error. I think it should work this way. So I couldn't get it exactly at 8 price, but it should work. So, and let me extend it a little bit. Okay. And let me label this. So this is demand 1. And I'm going to extend this as well a little bit. Now, the short-term equilibrium is this equilibrium, basically where supply intersects the new demand curve. And the reason the price goes up because existing firms try to increase production, and as they try to produce more, marginal cost goes up. So the point of intersection in here, so this one should be 1.15, 15 right here. Just gonna get the price. This is not accurate 100%. Let's just get this price right here. So this is the short run equilibrium. Now, in the long run, firms will respond by, new firms will enter the industry, so supply increases, and this will push the prices down to the long run price. Remember, so the long run, basically, we produce at the minimum average total cost. And because we have constant returns to scale, the minimum average total cost, the short run average total cost is equal to the long run average total cost. So they're trying to simplify the example. All right, so basically supply will shift to this, to the right, in a way that we settle at the same price, equilibrium price like before, which is 8. So in this case, so I'm gonna just take any random point in here. What I really care about is that, this intersects the demand curve at price 8. So again, should be this one. Okay, this is the long run. This is the supply, S1. And now we label the demand. So it should be right here, labeled equilibrium. This is the long run equilibrium. Let me just correct this one. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit around here. Okay, and then you check your answer. Here we go.